morning. You're watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you're toking up and tuning in, because you know I sure do. Now, about our show, I'll give away free tickets to the show. If you want to be in the audience, you can come contact us on Old School and Co. and get free tickets to the audience. And I'm running a special right now. First ticket is free, second ticket is half price. Can't beat that.
No, that's absolutely awesome.
Also, if you want to be a sponsor or a supporter of the show, you can go to www.patreon.com/OldSchoolAndCo, and there's different levels. To be a supporter, that just starts off $5 and increments up. If you want to be a sponsor, that starts off at $50, and that goes up from there too. Sponsorships, you get your own custom commercial.
Oh,
every month. Can't beat that, brother.
No, you can't. Everybody needs their own custom commercial. Come on.
All right, now, this week we're sitting here talking to the Dab Father 710, and I've got a segment for you that I think it's just going to rock. What do we got, bro, going on, brother?
Well, since last week you had one of your lovely patrons come on and help you out and make a little bit of hash, I thought I'd come over here this week and help you out and make a little bit of dab out of that hash for you.
So what we did last week was we took basically bud and concentrated that down into not bubble hash, but regular hash.
Yes.
Now, so we're going to take this hash and we're going to concentrate that down into
rosin,
live rosin. Yeah.
So there's a couple different things that they call it. So a live rosin is actually a fresh frozen product, and that'll normally involve a CRC. So this right here is a you can't really do too much of a live rosin. This is it's a cured rosin.
Because there's heat involved.
Because there is heat involved, yes. So when you do your cure and stuff like that, you'll be able to get a lot more, or a little less terps, but a better consistency when it comes down to like touchable stuff.
Right. Now we're talking about home stuff. Now this is not cheap right here.
No, this setup right here will actually cost you about $1,400.
Okay, well there you go.
So honestly, if you want to get one, and they have ones that are a lot cheaper and stuff like that, I just went ahead and got the one with the lifetime warranty, so I didn't ever have to worry about it.
I understand, brother. I understand.
It was worth that few extra $100 because I've had a few things go wrong with it once. I blew a seal once, and I lost a lot of dab when it happened. But
oh man, yeah.
Yeah, at least they came through and they helped reimburse some of my loss. So.
Oh, cool. So now there's pressure involved here. There's heat involved here. I see the gal. See, we sit here and we preheated this to 175 degrees or so.
So we're sitting at about 175, 178 degrees. Right there is where you really want to press hash. Anything above that, you could possibly just deteriorate your terps.
Right.
And you don't really want to do that because your terps are actually a really good part of how your endocannabinoid system reacts.
Yeah, the terps, the entourage effect. I dig it.
Exactly, the entourage effect. So once you get everything lined up in the way it's supposed to be, you get your terps lined up with your THC and your CBDs all correct, you're going to have an amazing medicated experience with it.
And again, that's one of those shows right now. I'm taking CBD, CBN, CBG.
Exactly. And this morning I had some THCV and a little bit of CBG to keep me going,
I had a little RSO and I had kicked mine off with a teacher, you bet.
I am unfortunately out of RSO right now.
Bummer, man. Okay.
Oh, man. So
last week, week before, we made this little puck of hash.
Yeah, and you said it was going to be round when I got it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be round.
It wasn't.
It's not round?
Not anymore.
Well, I tested it.
Well, we always got to have testing on our products, so
always testing of the product.
At least it was tested by a professional.
Now this was right. This is my non-documented, non-government funded testing that I did on this hash.
This is lung testing here.
Yes, sir, it did.
Lung testing.
And the terps on this just rock too.
It smells really good. It's got a lot of pinene I can smell in it.
I'm a pinene person. You gotta love it.
Honestly, so am I. Like,
cool.
It takes a lot of the inflammation down and stuff like that.
You bet. Okay, now what you're doing here is you're putting it in a little pack. Is this
Yes, this is a 120 micron press filter bag right here. So I get these from the press club, and these have a blowout guarantee. So if they do blow out, they are going to replace it.
Cool.
Which is really cool. So a blowout equals that your plant matter has blown from one side or the other.
Okay, because it's supposed to flow out this open end.
Yes, but you fold it in a manner so that it doesn't.
Okay.
All right. Honestly, I'm trying to do it right now, but it doesn't want to do it. I should have pre-folded it. But so fold it like that.
Okay, cool.
And take your little paper right here. Now, if you drop your plates just enough.
So you've had these together, so they're preheated, both equal heat?
Yes, they are both exactly equal heat, and you want to make sure that your press is closed when you go to do this, because if you have non-equal heats on your plates, it will not press correctly, guys, and you'll have a burn on one side and you'll have something really good on the top, because it will.
It would, yeah. The temperature's that. Okay, important.
You know, take your parchment paper.
Parchment paper.
And you want butcher type parchment paper. You don't want anything with wax, because wax will melt into your rosin.
Okay, I can see that.
Place it directly in between the plates right here. Slowly slide your concentrates up in there.
Cool.
And I have these little magnets right here.
Oh, that's handy.
To help me hold the paper so I can get it all up in there, because it really does get tricky sometimes, guys.
All right, here comes drum roll. Now we can watch this gauge right here. That's going to be the pressure. See, we got the heat right here, and we got the pressure that's being applied right here. Okay, drum roll.
All right, so it's going to take a few seconds because you got to preheat hash. So when you're doing hash, you want at least 1 minute worth of a preheat. So
okay.
You take this right here.
So this isn't full pressure on this right yet?
No, I have like almost no pressure on it right now at all.
Okay. Oh, you're preheating it. You just got both plates to get the hash. Okay,
right, and then you just kind of want to bring up your pressure just a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because I can see from the gauge.
Honestly, I could already see, if we had a camera that I could get in a little closer, I could already see a little bit of liquid coming out.
Oh, this is cool.
Yes, honestly, it's really nice. So the hash is really, really good looking. And if you look at the gauge down here, I'm still at 0 PSI.
Yeah, that's not much. That's not any pressure.
It doesn't take much, guys.
Really?
It does not take a lot. So 7 to 10 grams, it will say 2,000 PSI at max, but honestly, it's probably about 800 PSI in your plates. So, and another thing is gradual, slow pressure, bringing it up, especially if you have a manual press.
That's what I like about the plant, is gradual and slow.
Yes, gradual and slow. As long as you take your time, guys, you're not gonna be put out. I mean, you're not gonna waste your time with this.
This is a good indica project.
I mean, look at that already.
Cool.
Trying to bring up the pressure a little bit.
I think y'all will be able to see it once it starts running out of the paper onto the white paper, but we can see the actual rosin starting to run out now, just a little bit.
Push forward just a little bit, bring it out. Wow, it's nice looking right there, guys.
Oh yeah, it was some good hash. Trust me, I've tested it. A lot of field testing was involved in this hash.
So I'm not even up to the 7 grams yet. So like it has
Seven,
a gauge
7
right here.
PSI.
Well, no, actually I'm at let's see, call it about 300 maybe.
Okay, we're going to continue to press on this.
Yeah.
While we got it going,
Yes.
we're going to take a short break. Because this is going slow. We're heating it just real slow.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. All right. You're watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. Toke up and tune in. I'm sitting here with the Dad Father, and we're pressing some hash. You're going to come back in just a short.
Back in a minute.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I'm sitting here talking to my good friend, the Dad Father 710, and we've been joined by Toke Tees. Right
What's
on,
up,
brother.
y'all?
What's going on?
Not much. Thanks for having me on.
Right on, right on. Now, We got the rosin
dripping
starting to
now.
run
You
now.
got a drip.
We got a little bit of a drip, guys. Look at that. I mean, it's a little bit of dark, but that's gonna happen when you get hash. Okay, so
Right.
you get hash, it's gonna come out a little bit dark,
Cool.
but that's okay. You're gonna have all your CBDs, your THCs, your CNCBCs. So many different.
All those C's.
All
Yes,
letters.
all of those. I'm still working on getting them all down where I can say it immediately.
Okay, now Toke teas. Now I was sitting here when we were coming up here today. I was sitting there going along the interstate, and this van pulled on the interstate, and I was sitting there and I go, "Wow, man, good looking van!" Grabbed my eye right away. That happened to be Toke Tea's van.
That's
Great
right.
wrap on that van, brother.
Thanks, sir. You gotta have that pot leaf to make it stand out.
It does stand out, and I didn't know it was your van at first. It just caught my eye. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're pressing some more. We're getting some good stuff out of this.
So cool to watch.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is what I like doing, guys. Like, so when I get home after my harvests and stuff like that, after I'm done with the harvest fest and stuff with you guys, this is what I go do.
Cool.
Alright, this is how I relieve my stress. And
Okay, now that is activated now.
yes, this is actually fully activated. You can eat this if you
That's
want
exactly what I was going to say. Now, can I eat this?
to. Yes, you can.
Cool.
You can eat it. You could add it to cookies. You can add it to different things. Let's say you're on the go and you forgot your dab rig. Pop a
Right.
little piece in your mouth, and about 30 minutes later, you're going to start feeling pretty good. It might stick to your teeth, don't get me wrong, but guess what? That's just time release, guys.
It's one of those deals. I take a lot of RSO.
Mhm.
So whenever I get that out and I put it in, I take a drink of cold water, cold Dr. Pepper usually, and it turns into a hard, waxy ball, and it usually goes down pretty easy.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
good.
I would assume that would be a really good. That's not a bad idea. I want to try that now.
Now in the morning with my RSO, I can sit there and put it in my mouth and drinking warm coffee, and I mean it dissipates you right away with that.
I can't stand the taste of it.
You can't stand the taste of it. Oh really?
It's so nasty.
Have you tried using the cheese and cracker method?
I
It
don't think I've
helps,
tried
but it
that.
doesn't completely cover it. But it helps.
Cheese and
The
crackers.
cheese and cracker, you get that little squeeze cheese,
Uh-huh.
and you like create the little pocket in the middle, put it in the middle, and just
Yeah, and that's one of those deals where maybe we haven't found the specific terp profile of the RSO for you.
Yeah.
Because
Probably.
me, I'm all over the place on terp profiles, but I do have my favorites. But if we could get something strain that was specifically for you, that would might make a difference.
Possibly. I'm just a toker.
Look at all this we're getting out of here. Isn't this cool?
It's just dripping.
No, we had 7 grams, 8 grams of hash.
so with bag, it was 10.4 grams.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring it up to about 1800 psi, and we're gonna let it sit there for about 3 minutes after that. We could hit it one more time after that, but I really wouldn't recommend it. And like you said earlier, it's fully
Fully
activated.
You can eat it.
You can eat it when you're on the go and stuff like that. You put it on weed.
Cool.
I mean,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right
How
on.
handy is that?
so
Very cool.
when you get yourself a nice joint, put it on the tip right there. Boom.
Hey, there you go.
And it's also going to extend the flavor of weed for a little while too.
Absolutely.
I like it. I love all the different ways that we can consume our products because it's come down to where I've learned so much. Whenever I had the flu a couple years ago, I learned about COPD people that they can't smoke, so I had to find other ways, and this would be a great way to consume hash. You bet.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is a really good way to consume hash. Actually, I have a friend that doesn't even like the flavor of it, so we put it in those little capsules for him.
Okay, yeah, that's one way. Yeah, I have taken RSO that way too. I'll put it in
Mhm.
capsules and just swallow them.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that go.
Look at that go! Isn't that cool?
That is really dripping now.
That's why you got to do it low and slow when it comes down to hash. Like a lot of these new rosins that you see coming out and stuff like that will be done with ice water hash.
Right.
So those nice blonde colors and stuff like that, that is a really, really high-end premium product right
Oh
there.
yeah, I love it when it's a really pretty gold color.
Yeah, well, you won't really get too many golds. You'll get more of a like a grayish, almost green, yellow kind of color.
Yeah.
It'll get really close. Like if you get the blonde hash, then you get this really, really vibrant gold color that comes out of it and just squishes amazingly.
Now, if that is activated like that too, could you eat that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
So any of the rosins and stuff like that, I do firmly believe you can eat.
Now, everything that we're doing on here, we have to say this is all in our opinion. It's not researched or anything by the FDA, so we're covered with that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, Toki, we go to a lot of events together, brother.
We do.
I've seen you just at events, and I love the way you come up with innovative shirts. This
Thank
one
you.
is yours, right?
It is. It is.
I know.
We dropped that one when there was a lot of racism turmoil going on in the country, and we wanted to teach people to come together, and no better way than
The
growing a
plant.
plant.
There you go. I love it because it's such a good phrase. Let's grow together.
Yep.
And it does bring people together.
It is.
Look at all that's running out of there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
if you
really
can't
well.
see this there, I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
it's
can zoom
going
in
now,
on this or
guys.
not. But this is just rocking.
Like, we got quite a bit out of there, actually. This is going to be a nice yield, guys.
Okay,
Really
now
nice.
the puck of hash that we put in there, once
Mhm.
we pull that out, that's worthless, right?
No, actually, it's not.
Cool.
So now what you could do with that puck of hash, actually, you could either smoke
Eat
it
it?
like regular hash. You can eat it too because now it is activated.
Uh-huh.
You could also add it to flour, or not flour,
Yeah.
but your edibles. I have a lot of people that actually use these pucks and stuff like that. They put them in, was it Everclear?
Okay.
It's food grade type alcohol, and then they make their own RSO out of them.
Okay, I can
Yes.
see that. Yeah.
So now you have a whole new method to make RSO. So there is no waste here, guys. Not at all.
I love
Nice.
that. You know, it's using every aspect of the plant that we possibly can. That is so cool.
It's very cool.
Now this is one of those
So
deals.
small.
You could put it on a loop and just watch it slowly
Oh,
run
yeah.
out. You know?
Oh, just wait. I almost wanted, since I brought that flour with me too, I almost want to do a run of that to show you guys
Well,
the
hey,
difference.
we might be able to run that in the next segment. You know, because this is going to be done here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah,
seconds,
actually,
right?
it's coming up on its time right now, and I don't see it pushing any more out. Because you'll see the bubbles come across the top right here,
Okay.
and when they stop popping, see how that one was just popping? That shows that it's still pushing it out.
Okay, he doesn't know that I'm 69 years old. I can't see
hold
squat.
on. I need to get the magnifying glass.
All right, on that right there, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to try to press some flour when we come back. Does that sound good?
When we go in, during our break, I'm probably going to pull this out and get it all set up so you guys can see it.
Right on. All right, you're watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I'm sitting here with my good friend Toki Tees and the Dad Father 710. Hope you toke up and tune right back in because you're going to like this.
Ooh-wee.
Empire Genetics is a advanced research program set forth under the 2018 Oklahoma Industrial Hemp Pilot Program, overseen by Northwestern Oklahoma State University. A lot of farmers reach out to us. They've heard about what we're doing and are interested and want to know what they've had growing on their land since they were kids. Oklahoma is very diverse in its weather system, and so these plants have adapted over the last several hundred years to withstand that. A lot of it was brought here by the U.S. Department of the Interior back as part of Hemp for Victory. Hemp for Victory was brought about with the loom of the coming World War. We knew that we were going to have to produce a very large amount of hemp to rig the ships for their sailing, for their ropes, for their anchors, also clothing, sailors' hats, our flags, everything was made from hemp. Marijuana wasn't made illegal until 1969. The USCSA classed marijuana in with other dangerous narcotics such as heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamines. The campaign to slander cannabis began back in the 20s, mainly with William Randolph Hearst and the paper mills. Then that transgressed into big oil. Later in the 30s and 40s, really gained steam. By late 1937, the Congress passed the Marijuana Tax Act, which grouped industrial hemp in with marijuana. After that, they gave the differentiated names, hemp, marijuana. While farmers were still allowed to grow, taxes were raised so heavily that it made it difficult, especially for lower income farmers. In 1940, when Hemp for Victory came to Oklahoma, they actually used Oklahoma as a test plot. Several genetics were shipped in from all around the world to see what would grow best on American soil, since Oklahoma has such a diverse climate. And it's very hard to find a lot of documentation on that. We know there was a lot of places, obviously, that were involved, or we wouldn't be finding cannabis in every county in Oklahoma. Empire Genetics, sowing the seeds of the past to grow a better future for everyone. Visit us at hempiregenetics.com or on our social media pages at Hempire Genetics.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I'm sitting here talking with my good friend Toki T from Toki Teas.
Toki Teas, how are y'all?
Right on. Now, I want to say, if you want to be in the audience, you can contact Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. Tickets are free. If you want to be on the show, you can also contact us there. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can go to www.patreon.com/Old School and Co. And we've got places for sponsorships, and we've got places for support for my activism.
Awesome.
I just won the top activist in Oklahoma at Green Grow Fest.
Heck yes.
You won top entrepreneur,
Top pioneer and leader.
top pioneer leader for Toki Teas.
That's right.
Now, if someone wants Toki Teas, like you, to come out to an event, how could they contact you?
You can hit me up. My number is 405-248-7619. You can look me up on Facebook, Toki Daniel, Instagram, Toki Daniel 420. You know,
TikTok.
TikTok, Toki Daniel 1. I'm on my second page. My first was banned.
Oh, you know, that's one of those deals. Whenever I get on TikTok, I'll sit there and I'll go to friend somebody or follow them, whatever. And it says, this account has been flagged, you know, and warning
Yes.
you. Okay, yeah, that's my
Yes.
kind of person.
That's right. They're more strict than Facebook is, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, even if you.
Oh, yeah,
Even if I
TikTok.
post a video of puff smoke coming out of my mouth.
I know it
it'll get
amazes
banned.
me that, and it all comes back to whenever you originally set it up too, because my original setup, I mentioned cannabis, and a lot of people, when the original setups, they didn't, and they're getting away showing a lot more than I can.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of people get away with more stuff than I can get.
Oh
away
yeah.
with, so.
In fact, I got a video up right now where it shows they're smoking on there, and I know it's going to get taken down.
It will eventually, probably.
It's just one of those deals, you know, and you have to go with it. You keep trying to break the stigma.
Yep.
You keep trying to get it out and do different things, you know, and seeing what all we can do. And sometimes we get away with it, and sometimes we don't.
That's right. That's why I created T-shirts, to try to help conversation starters by, getting
And-
normal people in cannabis shirts and get people to talking about cannabis just like it's any other thing.
That's one of those reasons why I wear a T-shirt so much, a cannabis T-shirt so much in public,
Same.
because it always helps break the stigma.
That's right. When somebody I wanted nurses and people in the oil and gas business, attorneys to be wearing my shirts.
Oh yeah, I agree.
If people just think people look like typical stoners like Cheech and Chong and stuff like that, then that's not going to get a conversation started. It's
No.
got to be normal looking people, that's going to help.
And in
Shows the
fact, I told you this morning I went into a Mickey D's to get a sausage biscuit, and I was wearing this exact shirt. Started a conversation with somebody in there,
It's awesome. I love it. Love it.
and that's why I do give away these shirts. You know, is because I like to see people out wearing them and stuff like that.
Yep, which you can purchase those at TokiTees.com, of course, and then, like he said, we're all over the place at events. This upcoming week, we will be at the Pride on 39th Street. We are the
really?
official T-shirt printer for that event. So we don't just print for cannabis because we like to bridge the gap. So we're going to be the official tea sponsor for them and printer for them, and then we'll have a booth there as well, setting up, selling our shirts, and then we'll probably have some JKJ processing items on there as well, which he's my brother. So.
Now that would be what weekend? Let's see, this is going to air Monday.
It'll be this upcoming Friday.
Upcoming. Oh, it's going to be on a Friday,
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday from noon to midnight.
noon to midnight.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And they shut down 39th. It's a pretty bigger deal. There's a lot of cannabis brands that'll be there as well. So
And that's one thing I found out too, is in the LGBT community, there's a lot of pros.
absolutely. I know a lot of business owners who are in the
Business
community
owners,
as
yeah.
well, and dispensary owners who actually made the connection and referred me to these guys.
Oh,
So,
cool. Right
yeah.
on, man.
So-
And that's bridging the gap. That's reaching out to more people to where we can organize, in my opinion,
right.
to where whenever we need to vote on something, we can vote on that.
That's right. I mean, T-shirts are the best form of advertisement. So we don't just print our own shirts. We do print custom T-shirts for other brands. you know, it's what I tell brands. That's the best way to get your brand out there is by getting them worn on people's
I
back.
agree because you know, this is I took a sociology class, and this is called billboarding. Whenever you wear a T-shirt like this, and I like it on the front because that does get, you know, people see you and I see the smile.
So what I try to get brands. I mean, if you have a brand that has an awesome logo and stuff like that, yeah, put that big on the front. But if you've got a basic logo that's not very well known, create a awesome image to go on the front of your shirt and put your brand info on the back, because a lot of people buy for the front.
Right.
But then everybody who walks behind that person or stands in line behind that person is going to be reading your
They see
brand's
it too,
information. You know, so
That's what I've been telling you.
marketing.
We've been telling people for so long is brand recognition.
it's all about marketing. That's how Cookies is able to just go into a state and set up shop and get a customer clientele, because they've already put in the work nationwide in marketing.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff through social media and stuff like that. So
You bet. And I've watched some television shows, you know, and sometimes I see a dispenser or
Cookies.
something. Okay, I know that product. I know that product.
Yep. So it's cool.
Cool.
Gets people talking, that's for sure.
One thing I do like about your T-shirts is I've worn a lot of them, you know. Now, the quality, the lightness and the quality, that's what I've noticed about T-shirts. And you, cause ADD, you know, you notice a touch. And
Yeah,
everything. That makes a big difference to me.
Before I started printing, I went to tons and tons of boutiques in Oklahoma City and Tulsa and stuff like that, and found what everybody was wearing. A lot of people give away cheap shirts and stuff like that, hoping it's going to get a lot of marketing, but those T-shirts usually get worn on laundry day or lawn mowing day, so
Right.
it doesn't fit the purpose of getting marketing out there, because it's only
Exactly.
going to get seen by that person or anybody in their house. So you want it to be a comfortable feeling shirt, so make sure people are going to wear it outside the house.
And like I say, I wear one every day. I wear, you know, a
Same.
cannabis shirt 95% of the time, every
Same.
time I leave the house.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Got to
Because
keep people talking about cannabis somehow.
yeah, I always get them talking.
Always.
Yeah, and I will talk to anti people too. It doesn't matter to me. You know, if you're anti, you can talk to me and we can have a discussion.
That's right. Always, always. I respect everybody's opinion, and as long as they respect mine.
Oh yeah, no matter how wrong they are.
That's right. Just smile while you're wrong.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, now I'll tell you what. I might try to come down to that deal this weekend and give you a shout.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
That's one of those deals where I happen to have a bunch of voter registration forms with me right now. I could drop those off at Toke Tees and make sure we get everybody registered to vote, because
Yep.
we've got
Oh,
Connie
absolutely.
Johnson is running for governor here in Oklahoma.
You can absolutely put that on my booth if you'd like.
Right on, brother. Right on. Oh,
Get some signatures.
that's one of those deals we didn't have planned. I just throwed it out too.
Hey, I love co-branding and co-marketing and
You
working
bet.
together with other brands, you know. My
Working
platform is
together,
your platform.
unity in the community. You bet.
Oh, we need it so much right now. It's
We
right.
do need it so much, and that's what I always try to do is bring people together.
That's
you know?
right. That's why I like to do funny TikToks, to make people smile and laugh.
You know what? I love it when people make a comment and say, "John, your TikTok, I actually spit my coffee
I
out."
know, I love that.
That makes my day. You bet.
Do you need a new Toke tea after you spit your coffee out on yourself? So you should ask next time.
Okay, now you got that coming up this weekend. You got anything else coming up?
I know there's quite a bit of events all throughout the year, so if it's
Oh,
a
I
big
know,
event,
yeah.
you'll find us there somehow.
That's another thing I think is cool is 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we would have killed to go to any one of these events.
here.
Now we've got so many events
So
to go
many,
to in
so
Oklahoma.
many.
Cool. All right, right on. That's it right there.
It's a pleasure.
You've been watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I'm sitting here talking to my good friend Toke T. I hope you toke up and tune back in.
Later, y'all.